What the fuck is this Professor Warwick? Who are you?
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist.
Physicist?
Where's Dr. Dekker?
He died. Someone murdered him. Probably you. Dead.
Are you sure that question's for me?
That was an answer, not a question. Dekker is dead.
Is he really?
Yes.
Actually dead? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
Aren't you the pretentious ass fuck?
You remind me of Dr. Dekker. He always used to ask me questions I didn't know the answer to.
Yep, we've had enough of his death dildo. Can I look up your skirt today?
I don't know anything.
Hint. What you know about the paper spike? What? What the paper spike?
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
I should, shouldn't I? Where is it? Blues. Oh. Okay, maybe that might help. Come on, just uncross your legs, you fucking bad acting cunt. Ugh. Alright, crime scene report. Whoa. Oh. I scroll this. I don't think I can. The victim was located in his office, seated in a chair behind the desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Paper spike. Long protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Time of death, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Whoa, cause of death is exsanguination. That's a real word I am not familiar. Claire's arrest report. Paul responded to a call received from a neighbor. Blah blah blah, drenched in blood, steak knife, dead man, husband, murder, whatever. Dekker's resignation. Please accept this letter as notice of my intention to resign from my position. Well, that's straight to the point. And the footage.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. But that's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god. Cthulhu.
Oh.
However you address him. Listen to me!
Tentacle
You're
rapist.
not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
Cthulhu?
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
Wait, didn't you say you were a physicist?
Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No.
Magic.
And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses.
Life hackers.
Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality?
No.
Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science
Entropy.
can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time. As by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world. No matter how much chaos that would cause.
That's just our position in
10
fifth
seconds
dimension.
time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened?
I think you
Where's
farted.
your glass, Doctor?
What the fuck was that shit? Hint. Help. How are you feeling today? No one wants to know how you're feeling. How you feeling today? Little Miss No Shoes.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to
None of your
start
business.
doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Yeah, we're gonna also have to teach her how to act, cause God, I really fucking can't stand it.
Doctor, if you don't want
And Dekker.
Some mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me.
Is he looking up your skirt?
We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you?
Actually, you can.
Not for too long, anyway.
A connection, but it lasts for infinity. If you let it. What else? Mariana's address. Give to me Mariana's address. Oh, fuck. Give me the address. And give me I didn't ask for Mariana's address.
Well, maybe someone sneaked your phone during a session and texted? I know they all look innocent, but if it's not nailed down, there's a good chance they'll walk away with it. You know, I used to have an iPad. And a Surface.
So you're a complete douchebag. You're a tool.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You have an iPad that makes you a tool. Deal with it. Dekker did home visits.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Shut up. I hate you. And damn it. And tells me about the Ben.
I think that's all settled now.
No.
We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
What did he see?
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
You wasted $5 £1,000 for that? That's how much she said, right?
Everything. I know most things, but not everything.
You know nothing.
That's a strange...
And why does she need me when you're... Why you need to see me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak.
And
make sure you're helping, not hindering.
And damn it, and Dekker connection.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
So you killed him.
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor?
Have you been
Perhaps
taking
you should-
acting lessons? Because you obviously haven't. Dekker helping or hindering?
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
What things?
You're overthinking
Oh, for
things.
fuck's sake. Hindering what? Or, I don't know. Say stuff.
Nope.
Not that stuff. And does she need grief counseling today? Like, really? What is this fucking shit? You need grief counseling.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
Would you like to be whipped?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped. Am I all whips and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question. It's early days for a harassment suit yet, what with Ben's nervous shock already.
No, you're gonna be locked in the basement. There's gonna be no lawsuit, don't worry. We're also gonna gag you because I can't stand your fucking shitty voice acting. Clamps.
I don't know.
Hint. Where were you on Valentine's night?
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
You and everyone else, apparently. You weren't playing.
That's not something I know about.
Yeah, good. Nobody should be playing World of Warcraft. That's stupid. Hint. Mariana competition.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing.
Yeah, you
I was
worse.
happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
No, you didn't. I'm pretty sure that's not a stronger connection. You were a nurse that worked in the same office. Hint. Dekker lose sight.
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
Oh. Turning point?
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
I will not. I'm apparently a registrar. Ugh, shit, we still gotta talk to this cunt. Ugh. And this gameplay sucks.
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind,
Wow.
and we agreed with a lot of what it said.
No.
Have you read that book, Doctor?
No, I only read good books. Bitch. And
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis, and
Of
that
course.
the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
no, it's not. If you're into psychology, you're probably into science. And that sounds very... I think you're stupid.
Nope.
Hint. Psychokinesis, come on.
You're asking about two different things? What? No. I don't...
Did I spell it wrong? Psychokinesis.
I think you'll find there's more than one question
No,
there.
it's hint. Alright, I'm doing some hint. What do you mean by psychokinesis?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas.
Tell you what?
Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Oh, I'd love to shoot you. I hate you. Let me get my gun.
That's a strange...
It's not a question. Hint. Do you believe it's real?
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doc? Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Which I'm not
apart
gonna
from
read.
Kojak, obviously.
I'm not gonna read it,
If
so...
you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
We'll kill everyone. Hint. Is psychokinesis common?
No, not at all in my
No?
experience.
Oh, of course.
Dr. Dekker had an
well,
unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Did they also think they were a tomato? Hint. Fuck. Hint. How do I need to figure out my approach?
How do you make people who think they have special powers better?
With a baseball
do you
bat.
remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
You beat them with a fucking bat. Nothing says, yeah, where's your superpowers now? Quite like a bat to the head. Especially if it has those nails that have been nailed in and then kind of bent out. Oh, that shit hurts. Hint. Be passive or encourage, be passive. There. Or enable them.
Things could escalate. Building trust is one thing, but at what cost?
At the cost of taking over the world with your superpowers. Problem? Co-worker, nurse, Jaya, whatever the fuck your name is, hint. At any cost.
That's not
Oh
something I
yeah,
know.
of course. You don't know anything though. Hint. Why would someone send psychokinetic patients here? Why would someone send a psychokinetic patient? Something like that.
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
I killed him with the power of my mind. What did they do on their date?
I don't know everything. I have no idea what they did and when they did it. I'm happy to keep it that way too.
I'm happy for you to keep it that way too. And oh hell. What did she do at home?
I'm a bit of a bookworm. I'm one of those annoying, constantly self-improving, overachieving types.
No, you're just
Takes
annoying.
one to know one, eh, Doctor?
You're just annoying. That's pretty much it. That's it. Oof. I probably am too though, so it's okay. Oh my god, this game. Oh wait, it says Jaya's orange. Good, get the hell out of that. And alright,
Hello, Doctor.
hello.
I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong,
You never showed me the
but
photographs.
you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation.
I
I'm
asked
assuming
for the
you don't know what
photos.
it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
I wish I had an extra hour.
I don't know.
Fuck yeah. Tell me anything else about Dekker.
I spied on Dr. Dekker not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure
That's
I
kinda
should
gay.
tell you what I saw in his basement.
Was it gay?
That means nothing to me. Yes, Vienna.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell, it was dark, and she was chained.
Did you take her clothes off? Did you fap?
I don't know what you're getting at.
This guy's got an interesting superpower. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what the hell you asked. She's chained. Did she have nipple clamps?
Is that supposed to mean?
And what you know about paper spike?
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
Was the paper spike a cod piece? And no extra hour.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure, watching me and following me. I followed it too.
And?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too.
Is it contagious?
Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves.
I don't think they'd be running around with a
Maybe
hood.
it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Okay, so talk. What do you want to say about Dekker to me? Shit, and? What did you do with the chain girl?
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station.
Oh wow, this guy sucks.
There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her.
That's stupid.
I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
I think you should put her back into her place. Put her back.
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
I do. Now put her back. And follow hooded figure. Fuck. Where is it? I forgot what the question was already. Did you follow the figure? The figure?
No. Sorry.
Hint. God damn this game. Where did he follow the hooded figure?
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I
So
follow
what's the
it,
problem?
I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
So you can undress people, you can steal money, all in this frozen hour's worth of time, and you're choosing to resist all of it for some reason. And even telling me about it. There's nothing about that makes any good sense whatsoever. I can tell you right now, if I had an hour where the time stopped, 1, you would not know about it. 2, I would be fully abusing it to the maximum extent possible. Alright, give me a hint. What happened to the What happened at the window? What window?
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed.
Okay,
I went inside.
but she's old.
Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Well, obviously, she's old. Stop saving lives.
I've nothing interesting to...
I don't know why I was literally typing int for some reason. Int is an integer. Hint. Military following you. Why?
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil.
What about
It
the
also
rest of the
makes me think
24
that
hours?
they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me?
No.
If if they
No.
get me.
I won't. No. No, I won't do shit for you.
You wouldn't respect my wishes if I died?
Nope.
That's not very nice, Doctor.
Deal with it.
There's a lot of him in you, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let's hope I won't find out anything strange about you in my extra hour.
Yeah, bring it on, motherfucker. Bring it. I'll fuck
Don't
you
know.
up. You don't scare me, pussy.
In simple terms, I've got nothing to say.
Are you threatening me?
I don't know what you're getting.
And anything about David Castleford's funeral? Who the fuck is Dave Castleford? Like, what?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
Okay.
There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
Okay. And need to tell Bryce what Claire said would be difficult to do at a funeral. What? Claire said difficult funeral. Shit.
That means
Something about difficult. Oops. At a funeral. And Claire said would be difficult to do at a funeral. Fuck. The hell do they want me to type? I need to tell Bryce what Claire said would be difficult to do at a funeral. Oh, that did a lot of good. Hi.
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about.
Did you kill her?
She was playing outside.
Did you kill her?
I don't know, Doctor.
You don't know if you killed her. Spelled killer. And what does she know about the paper spike? Paper spike.
It sounds to me as if Dr. Dekker's murder was a spur-of-the-moment thing. If you were planning to kill someone, you'd bring a weapon with you, wouldn't you? I imagine that the paper spike made a very good weapon, though. It could look quite menacing, glinting in the moonlight.
It's made out of paper. Not really, no.
I'm afraid I don't know.
And she was the one that killed
It makes for
somebody
interesting
earlier.
reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it.
Oh yeah.
Fire away.
Fire what away? I'm firing away. Yarr.
Sorry. I don't know.
And what is it I'm dying to know? I don't even know. I need a hint to know. Arrested for murder.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused.
No, I just don't
The
care.
police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him.
I just don't care.
The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral.
And yet,
But I know he's alive.
the loophole. I'm not sure how that works, but alive.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Zombies. The T-virus.
I'm getting tired of all these
That's
questions.
not a question.
I'm getting tired of everything.
Now you should kill yourself. Hint. If isn't dead.
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Oh, should I now? Okay, I will. You wait here. Hey. Blair says that one guy is alive.
I've nothing interesting to say.
That isn't dead.
No.
Fuck, what was that guy's name? Claire? Who is alive? Where was the history? There was supposed to be question history. Who is alive, isn't dead? Claire says that one guy is
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain. Or your notes if you have to.
That's not helping.
Try asking me something I might know. That's not relevant.
Crap. Where's... it's like rearranging the history. Be passive. These aren't all my answers. Why aren't these time-stamped?
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead.
David. Okay, that's what I need to know. Hey, David is alive.
Is that supposed to mean something?
And what Claire said would be difficult to do at a funeral. Wait, that's not even... David.
No.
Fuck you. And I. Notice me.
I don't know what you're after.
And how you know the price?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
Smuggling.
Unless you pay the right people.
Oh, that answers that, huh? Smuggling dead people.
Nobody gave me the memo that Claire was telling everybody about our arrangement.
Yeah, she told me everything, dude.
Sometimes a few slip out the back for student use too.
She told me everything.
These things happen in all cemeteries. It's best not to broadcast it.
I don't care. Broadcast it to me. Why is he smuggling corpses anyways? Fatally wound, huh?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find,
Steak knife.
which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
Oh. Cool. How did you fix him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Ooh.
Not with voodoo,
No.
not with virginal sacrifice.
T-virus.
I just willed it to happen, and it did.
No.
Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
I think Jesus exploited that one too. So your husband is a zombie?
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie.
No.
He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
Encumbered as in he's a zombie. Moonlight in the moonlight in the morning.
So quick to jump to conclusion, Doctor. Obviously, I meant sunlight.
Fighting evil by sunlight. Oh, that's not how the Sailor Moon song went at all. Are you Sailor Moon? Hint.
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it.
Brains.
I think
Brains.
reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
We call them zombies. That's a pretty cool superpower. If you're a necromancer, anyways. Superpowers are pretty cool too, you know.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Results.
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it.
He's a zombie.
He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
Is he being disobedient? What's the problem? What's the problem?
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons.
I'm just
I
bringing
think
him
it
to the
would
police
raise quite
station.
a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
I have no superpowers. How could I possibly help you?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder,
Consider it done.
to lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer, but I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
You are not a killer.
Sorry, I don't know.
Alright, she did it. No. Innocent. No. Not a killer.
Thank you, Doctor. So then you'll help me? You'll say I was temporarily insane?
Yes. Yes.
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain. Or your notes if you have to.
Bitch. This is not how you talk to your doctor when you're trying to get a favor out of them that breaks the law. Yes. I will cooperate.
I don't know what you're after.
Yes. You're temporarily insane.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all I needed to hear. From you or Dr. Dekker. But Dr.
Dekker's
Dekker
dead.
wouldn't do that for me.
Yeah, he sucks.
He wanted something else.
Sex? Ooh. I want that too.
That's not relevant here.
What? Oh, fuck.
I don't know, Doctor.
I think she's playing me, guys. You playing me?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Give me a hint. Something else Dekker wanted.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't
Zombies?
believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again.
Man, that's boring.
I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Did you turn the rat into a girl? Girl?
Try asking me something I might know.
What girl?
I don't know, Doctor.
Hint. Change his mind about story.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like.
Nah, I'm good.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Okay. Sure. I get off at 2.
Try asking me something I might know.
Just take me.
Think, Doctor, think. Use your...
Just show me.
I don't...
Fucking hint. Yes.
That's not relevant here.
What? Yes, I want to see.
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to...
Fucking show me, you cunt.
Sorry.
What the fuck? Why is this game so... Yes, I'd like to see David.
Very well. In our next session.
No, now.
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know...
And... Fuck.
I'm getting tired.
When is our next session?
I'm getting tired of...
Just give me the hint. And which patient was a pallbearer? Well, obviously it's Bryce. Which patient was a...
Bryce was a pallbearer for David.
Obviously.
He's also a gravedigger, I believe.
That's what he does. He's a professional gravedigger. What a stupid question. And what girl did Dekker mention?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house.
Ah, yes.
Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her.
Oh, so she was already
It
dead.
was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem. So I agreed. I
Excellent.
just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real.
Well, you just bring her back to
But he was
life and you're
offering
good.
me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
And here I gave it away for free. What the hell? Make my wiener bigger and I'll give you the diagnosis. Yeah.
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped and he blamed me for it.
No,
He
it
said
was-
I must have set her free after he told me about her.
No. It was
I
that
knew it
other
was
guy.
all lies anyways.
The one that stops time.
He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Whatever. Hello, Elin. Oh God, not you. Oh God, not you.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Yes, I hate you. And how she is today. I don't give a fuck less how how is you today? That's
I
English.
don't know.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Work's fine.
Fantastic.
Hilda's fading fast. Terry's... Terry.
Who the fuck is Terry?
Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back.
Don't care.
All of it. Every single keepsake.
Don't care. Don't care.
Sorry, I...
Hint. Paper spike.
It's true then.
What?
I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is that so fascinating?
I don't know.
Hint. Give locket back.
You told me to.
Yeah, but I was just
Not
fucking
in
with
so
you.
many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice.
So now
The
you
lockets,
listen to me.
the watch, the ring.
You should have given them to me.
But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me.
Yeah, you should give that back
I
too.
wasn't supposed to mention her.
Mention what?
No.
Now you suck. Hint. Anything else happen between you and Teddy?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well.
Yeah, you should kill
Not
her.
her usual self.
Kill her.
Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Up her butt, yeah. Bug up her butt.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, yeah. And how is Hilda?
Hilda's nearing the end.
She's
She's been
still
sleeping
alive?
a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
No sleeping on my watch.
That doesn't really matter.
And
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me.
probably because of all the skull and
It'll be better after
crossbones.
she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
You chameleon shapeshift. Then do it.
Ask me something else.
And paper spike. What? And shit. I swear to fuck I smell burning paper or something. I think we're good. Hint. What's weird about the paper spike? Weird about paper spike.
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked.
Did he put it in your...
I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. Yeah, this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
When I was younger, I pierced the webbing on between my pointer finger and my thumb. Wouldn't recommend it. And who is Sarah Dekker?
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
After you killed her. Okay.
I feel like you're clutching at straws. Maybe you should take a break.
No, I'm good. Hint. Just need hints. Oh. Sorry. Why no blood paper spike? I just don't want to
I was
take
a
all
bit
of it.
freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
But it was paper.
That doesn't really matter. Let's talk about something else.
It totally mattered. Hint. You shift into Hilda's daughter tonight.
That's the plan.
Can I watch?
I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up.
No, I believe you.
I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now.
There you go.
Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes.
No, I'm gonna keep them
Are you
open.
thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay,
Is it me?
hold on. Sorry.
Giving yourself hemorrhoids. Ah, you suck.
On the bright side, that probably means you're not going to die anytime soon.
You're phony. You suck.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Yep. And how you know Spike was real?
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try.
What did you do
It
with it?
wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually.
But it was paper.
I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.